Hello everybody, what's up? You're watching The Seasoned Vegan, and today I am going to be showing you how to make a vegan potato leek frittata. Look at that. Look at that. It's sliceable, it's shareable, it's good for meal prep. Let's go. These are the ingredients we need. It's basically a vegetable blend and then a tofu mixture on top. So here are the vegetables. We're going to use potatoes, leeks, and in the back in that jar, that's some sun-dried tomatoes. And you can use sun-dried tomatoes that are dry or sun-dried tomatoes that are in oil. Either works just fine. And then this right here, all these things are going to create our tofu mixture. So we're using tofu and salt, turmeric, nutritional yeast, onion powder, some almond milk, pepper, cornstarch, and a little bit of oil. All the measurements are going to be in the description below, so don't worry about that. And then these are some optional toppings. You can top your frittata with some cherry tomatoes and some arugula if you wish, or you can choose toppings of your choice. So the first step is to preheat our oven to 375 degrees and to choose a pan to use that is appropriate to go into the oven. I have my cast iron set up right here. So the next step is to prep our vegetables. So we're going to need to give these a really, really good clean, especially these leeks, because as you know, or as you may know, leeks trap a lot of soil, a lot of dirt in between their leaves. So they're one of those veggies that you really need to pay close attention to. So the first thing I'm going to do is peel my potatoes and give them a nice dice. And I want them to be really small, like small bite-sized dices so that they taste good in the frittata, basically is what I'm saying. I don't want them to be too chunky. I don't think that would be a good mix for the frittata. So there they are. Now we're gonna tackle this leek here. And oh, guys, I love leeks. I think that they are so tasty. I was a little kind of overwhelmed by them at first because of I guess not overwhelmed, maybe grossed out would be the correct term because of the amount of dirt that I've found in their leaves. But that's just what you get with something that has all these like leaves and folds and all that kind of stuff if it's grown in the earth, you know? So it doesn't really bother me anymore because I'm very, very thorough about cleaning them. So look at the amount of dirt in here, see? So you want to be very mindful just after you chop your leek. And this is like after I washed it. I washed it really well. But then when you chop it up, you're going to find even more dirt trapped in there. So what I do is I take my chopped up pieces and I put them in a strainer. Take that over to the sink, which I actually didn't show, but I just gave it a really, really thorough clean. I got every single bit of dirt off of those. So easy peasy, that's all you got to do. No big deal. And now we are going to start cooking everything up, or at least the vegetables. So the potatoes are going to go in first, and we're going to pan fry these for about 5 minutes. And I hit it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, very simple seasonings. And like I said, we're going to cook this on medium-high heat for about 5 minutes. And then after that, we'll add in our leeks and cook that for another 5 minutes. And you do want to make sure that you're stirring it frequently because you don't want those potatoes to get stuck on the bottom. You do want them to brown a little bit on the bottom, see there, but not burn. So just be mindful and stir as needed. So here go the leeks. And I love leeks, man. They're so tasty. I think I want to start adding them into more of my recipes because they add a delicious flavor, especially when paired with mushroom, actually. And you know what? Mushroom would be really, really good in this frittata too. So top tip right there, add mushroom if you want. All right, so now our leeks and our potatoes are going to cook down for another 5 minutes, like I said. And then we're going to remove it from the heat, take it completely off the heat, and then we're going to add in our chopped sun-dried tomatoes. So yeah, those potatoes did want to stick to the bottom, so you want to definitely scrape those, make sure that they don't burn. But that nice brown char, oh, it's so good. So after 5 minutes with the leeks in there as well, the potatoes should become fork tender, as you saw. So we're going to turn off the heat, remove this pan from the heat, and we're going to add in some sun-dried tomatoes. Here they are, and I just gave them a really nice chop, like so. And now they are going into this potato leek mixture. We're just gonna mix it all in, and that'll be that for the vegetable portion of this recipe. Bada boom, bada bang. That looks absolutely phenomenal, if I do say so myself. And it was, you guys, it was so good. Potatoes and leeks and sun-dried tomatoes, what a combination. Look at that. Okay, so now that that's done, we're gonna blend up our tofu mixture, okay? This is gonna go on top, and yeah, you know. So here, we got our almond milk in there. Now we're going in with some firm tofu. Just crumple it right in there, it doesn't even matter. Shove it in there. And then we're going in with our nutritional yeast. Give it a little bit of a cheesy flavor. I love nutritional yeast. I also love that it's full of B12 vitamins. Gotta love that. We're going in with our cornstarch as well, and this cornstarch is gonna help this tofu mixture firm up, which is gonna make it way easier to slice, and it's gonna give it that nice bite. So do not skip the cornstarch. Next, we're going in with some onion powder. This is just gonna add some flavor along with the salt and pepper. And the turmeric is for the color and all of the lovely benefits of turmeric as well. So there we go. Got our salts and our pepper for the flavor, like I said. And that should be about it. Then we're just gonna blend it all up until it's incredibly smooth. And here we go. And also, I did have to go in with a little bit more almond milk, so I'll go ahead and I'll make a note of that in the description below so that you know you may need to add more almond milk just to get this vortex going so that it can be silky smooth. And then what we're gonna do is pour this tofu mix on top of the veggies. And I do have a little tip for you, something I did not do. I would stop right there, mix all of that in a little bit, and then continue to top it with a layer of tofu, if that makes sense. I just found that the bottom layer of my frittata, which was all potato and leeks, it didn't hold together as well as the top, which had the tofu mixture. So I figure that if you mix a little bit of that tofu mixture, it would help hold those potato pieces and the leeks kind of in place, which would make for a tastier bite. So go ahead and try that if you want, and let me know how it works, because I've never tried it before. It's just a thought that I had. So here we go. We're just gonna spread it evenly over our delicious vegetables. Excuse my arm in the shot, my bad. And then we are going to bake it for about 45 minutes. And remember, we set that oven to 375 degrees. So 45 minutes, and that'll be that. And we're gonna wanna cook it until the top is firm to the touch. So like you can't stick a finger in there. And the sides start to pull away from the pan. That's how you'll know it's done. So in the meantime, while that's cooking, we'll slice up our tomatoes. I'm gonna be using these for the topping. And I'm also gonna wash my arugula because I wanna top my slices with that as well. So here we go, cherry tomatoes ready. Arugula ready. Frittata ready. Look at that, guys. So see how the edges are starting to kind of pull away from the pan, and I'll show you in a second how the top is firm. I can scrape a fork across it. Here, I'll show you. See, nice and firm. That looks good. All right. So that's what you're looking for, just like that. And see these edges, how they're kind of starting to pull away? Perfect. Perfecto. And it smells so good. The potato leek combination, man. Oof. I wish you guys could smell it. So I didn't really wait for it to cool or anything. I kind of just like went in with the tomatoes. It worked out just fine. And this is completely optional. I like the way that the tomatoes look on top, and I like the way that they taste. So I like to add tomatoes, but you could add whatever you want, or you could leave it plain. Totally up to you. I do think it would be pretty good with some like grilled mushrooms on top. That would be quite tasty. Just some ideas for you. But yeah, what a great meal prep breakfast. You can make this on a Friday night and have it for the whole weekend, or make it on a Sunday night and have it for the whole week. You could make it for a brunch and impress all your friends and family. I mean, look at that, a vegan frittata. Who knew? So cool. And here's what it looks like when you slice it. Absolutely divine. See how the potato and leek kind of fell out though? That's why I think mixing in a little bit of that tofu mixture into the vegetables would help it hold together. But either way, So thanks for watching, you guys. This is how you make a vegan potato leek frittata. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you next week. You have a great weekend, guys. Bye.